Recording. Rolling. Up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. And across the knuckles. We're back to the fingers. Thumb and forefinger. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. Other hand, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. We'll go around the back. Switch. 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 Hinging at the waist through the legs. Switch. Switch. And switch. Okay, let's leave the ball on the floor. Come on up. Let's have a feet feel. Step on the ball 3 times right in the middle of the foot. Move up to the knuckles, press once on each. And roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the back of the top of the heel and pivot on the toes to roll across the top of the heel. And then press down just below the first knuckle at the side of the top of the heel and in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release. Reassess. Repeat on the other foot. Knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. And get the ball out of the way. Reassess on the feet feel. And shake the tree. Centering. And twisting at the waist. Swinging the hands. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine as we step to the side and gather in starlight. And center, do the same thing the other way. And let's take 16 or so steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And then slap the heel in the front, opposite heel. And behind. And then cross step with a twist. Walk, march, or jump. And we're doing our seated set today. Going to do some sit stands, but not a lot of rapid squats. So I think that's what I'm going to do. But you can do whatever suits your fancy, including what you're doing, as long as it's safe. And I've got 5 Tibetans in the after class. We're only get going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. That's 10. 20. And 30. Couple of deep breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up. Reach for the sky. Come on down if you're on your toes, bend back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. And then the other. Back to center, lower the hands to the chest and press out. Come on back down, interlace the fingers behind the back. And raise the hands up as high as you can, except for the extra millimeter you're going to raise them now. And then come down and shrug. Fingers on the shoulders, make circles with the elbows in front. And then behind. Extend the arms, tap the shoulders. Extend the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the chest. Take a deep breath. Release. Do it again. And release. One more time. Release. Cross one arm across the body. Press in. At or above the elbow. And then the other. First hand behind the back. Press it down and in on the elbow. And then the other. Rub both elbows rock side to side. Extend one arm, fingers up, press back on the fingers, pull back on the fingers. Fingers down, pull it. Flop the wrist, and then flop the hand up and down, up and down, up and down. And then make a circle 5 times in one direction. And 5 in the other. And then bring the other hand up. And point the fingers down. Yeah, flop the wrist. And 5 circles in one direction. And 5 in the other. Come on down and we'll rotate the head. And switch directions. Look up. Look down. Look over one shoulder. And then the other. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Tuck in the chin. And peck like a pigeon. And then let's do a side lunge. And go the other way. And come on back to center and grab a stick. Going to start with some dynamic flows behind the back, dynamic swimmers. And then switch direction. And then bring it up overhead and go side to side. Down to the waist and twist at the waist. And then drop the stick to just above the knees, bring the hands around front as you hinge at the waist. And pull up. And bring the stick around front in the middle, hold on with 2 hands near the top or at the top. Step back, hinge at the waist, stretch the shoulders and upper body. Come on up, bring the stick across the body on one side. Bring the other arm up underneath the armpit. Grab the shoulder, hinge at the waist, and tug. Do the same thing the other way. And come on up. Put the stick against the side of the foot. Top hand is pushing out as the bottom hand is pulling in. They're hinging at the waist. And then do the same thing the other way. Come on up, bring the stick in front of 1 foot. Those are about 6 inches away. Drop the stick onto the collarbone, slide down the stick, raise the sole of the foot, and wiggle it side to side if you can. Come on up, do the same thing with the other leg. Come on up, sole of the first foot against the stick. And then the other. Bring 1 foot forward, bend the knee, other foot you're on the ball of the foot. Come on down to stretch the hip flexors. And then reverse the position on the legs. Up. Grab 1 foot by the shin, ankle, or toes. And stretch the quad. And the other. And bring the first leg up in front. Press that knee towards the back, hinge slightly at the waist. Stretching the glutes. Same thing on the other side. Come on up, stick in front. Legs about hip width apart. We're going to roll back onto the 5th metatarsal and then back to the first, back and forth with our toes. Grasping the ground as we do so. Back and forth. Toes implanted into the floor, rug, cushion, whatever you got there. Back and forth. And then hold on the 5th metatarsal, creating an arch for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and put the stick down, grab a chair. Let's start with our sit to stand. So we're going to do 10 of those. However you want to put your hands is good. Might want to vary it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. 10. And then let's sit down and put our hands in the air. We're sitting in the middle of the chair. We're going to bend forward about 45 degrees and come back. We'll do 7 of these. 2. 3, keeping the core engaged. Pull the navel in towards the spine. 4. 5. And cross your arms over your chest and tap the back of your chair with your back 7 times. And then cross one leg over the other and point your toes towards the shin and away 10 times. Then rotate the ankle 5 times in both directions. Use your hands to press down on your knee as you hinge forward about 45 degrees and hold. And come on up, put the leg on the floor, bring the other leg across that leg. And again, point your toes toward and away from your shins 10 times. Rotate the ankle 5 times in one direction and then 5 in the other. And then press on your knee and lean forward. Excuse me. And come on up. And let's do some marching. And then some kicks. Sit back a little bit, extend your arms and slide side to side using your hips. Put your hands behind your head and twist to one side and then the other. Do this about 7 times. And we'll do some seated jacks. And then finally, put your feet out apart, come up a little bit further on the chair. Don't get too close to the edge and try to touch your toes. You don't have to. just go towards them at any rate. Hinging at the waist. Your head back, spine neutral. And come on up, sit back. We'll do our Leonard Orr exercise sitting down. We're going to do 4 quick ones in and out, and then a long inhale through the nose, of course, and then exhale through the mouth. Do 4 rounds. Here we go. Just enjoy that feeling for a few more seconds. And rise up. Make sure the chair is not in your way. Rub those hands together and cultivate a chi ball. And center. 2 breaths. And let us open our hearts. Pause and inhale, exhale. Send it out. And center. 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. Go down, gather it up. And stay.
Thank you, Tom.
And Mira, thank you. Have a great one.
You too.
I will. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it.
Bill, have a good trip down.
Right. And I'll hope to see you if I can get the thing to work down there. It'd be great.
Well, you will.
Thanks.
All right.
Same time zone. Okay.
Yeah. And Yoel, I'm gonna be doing the 5 Tibetans if, oh, Yoel's gone, okay. All right, well, I'm doing 5 Tibetans, and we will start with some spins. And then take 2 Tibets. Get this out of the way. Going to go down on the floor. Hands are on the side in the unmodified version, and legs are extended, head, neck, and shoulders come up as the legs are rise, but in the modified version, you're going to bring up the soles of your feet. Your hands can be underneath the small of your back to support the lower back if you need it, or behind your head if you need to support your head. And it looks like this. But I'm going to do 11 right now. Starting now. And then we're going to take 2 breaths. Get up on our knees. Hands behind the thighs or on the glutes. You can just rock back. You can't do extensions, but if you can, bend back. Come forward. 1. And 11. 2 breaths. Back down. Hands normally by the hips. Some people like to put them behind them for a little extra leverage. Legs can be extended or the soles can be on the floor, but either way, coming into an inverted table. Take 2 breaths. Take the cat. Wrestle with the cat. Monkey. And turn around. In the modified version, start in the table, go to Cobra. Unmodified, which is what I'm going to do today. Down dog to up dog. And then come around, sit down. Cross our legs, I'm not sure it's right today. And take a couple of breaths. I'm gonna do 6 rotations in one direction, 5 in the other, either sitting up or bending over. On the last round, we're going to stop and do 3 rounds of box breathing, 1 in the middle, 1 on the left side, and 1 on the right. To the count of 4, 4, 4, 4. And this is the 11th, so we're going to spread out here. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Left side. And right side. Come on up. Switch the position, legs. Whatever was on top goes on the bottom, whatever was in front goes behind. And we'll do 5 in the original direction, 6 in the reverse, and repeat the box breathing. Original. Left side. Right side. And coming up. Stop now. And you all have a glorious Saturday. See you on Monday.